So in the earlier video, we have seen the vibrations or the torsional vibration, that is the torsional vibration on a shaft. Now, and at the last, we got the normal mode response for that torsional vibration, in which the spatial and temporal coordinates were separated by factoring out. Now, let's look at a question in which a shaft is given and a blade is there at an end. So this is a shank end in which is going to be fixed in some motor or some other part. So that is called a shank. So the given properties of the shaft are I naught, G and J, and we need to find the boundary condition and natural frequency. So using boundary condition only, we are getting natural frequency. You have seen earlier also. This was the example question for the frequency, the vibration on my rod, or the longitudinal vibration. So in that question also, we were given the boundary conditions, or we figured out the boundary conditions, and the boundary conditions itself led us to get the omega values, the natural frequency values. So similarly, the boundary conditions over here are going to give me the natural frequencies. We need to assume that free end of shank is fixed. This is a fixed end. So at x equal to 0, we have 0 displacement or 0 rotation or twist. At x equal to L, there is an external torque which is available, which is equated to the inertia. So that's all. So we are going to assume that solution by separation of variable, and we'll get, due to this equation, this boundary condition, will get A is equal to 0. Due to the second boundary condition, we'll get this condition, which is a bit complex and I have messed up over here. So it is GJB omega by C into cos omega L by C. So I can rewrite that equation. So I have GJ omega B by C into cos omega L by C into T of T is equal to I naught omega square T of T into B. Sorry, this is going to tough. Sin omega L by C. So most of the things are getting cancelled. B is getting cancelled directly. T is getting cancelled. So most of the things are getting cancelled. Whatever is left, I have written it over here. So what will left? B is cancelled. So GJ is left. Omega is left. C is left. So GJ, omega and C are over here. The I naught is left over here. The omega square and 1 omega will get cancelled. So that is taken into account. And this is cos and this is sine. So that's all we have. That is 10. So we have got another implicit equation in for the value of natural frequency from the boundary condition itself. So that's all we need to do. We'll end over here. So we have seen various different types of vibrations which can occur in rod, which can occur in string, in shaft, etc. So thank you everyone. We'll stop over here.